Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. I can't believe it's already the 11th of March, and we got a tropical storm run through here in Southern California over the last 2 days, and it was very weird. At my workplace, it was so humid and warm that the water pipes were dripping inside the building, which I've never seen inside that building. But that atmospheric river, they call it. What's up, Alex? Definitely is wreaking havoc in California. And I think that should put us well over getting out of the drought. And now they're saying, oh, it's going to take like 4 or 5 years of these storms to do it. But that same storm is going to be dumping into Utah starting tomorrow, and into Colorado following the next day, early Monday morning. So, and that's where a lot of water comes from into the Colorado River into Lake Mead. So that's very, very important for California, Nevada, and Arizona, all that tri-state area, all those people living in that area. So especially Las Vegas, gotta power those fountains and put some water in the pools there in Vegas, and gotta clean off the hookers. So did I say that out loud? Just to let you know, I'm on 3 hours of sleep. What's that?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay, good. Maybe the SonoBus broke up then. Yeah, so I was telling Sam before I got on, I got off work, working in the rain last night, got off about 11:30. By the time I got into my house, it was about 12:15, drove home in the rain, fog. And then by the time I rolled into bed, it was well after 1 o'clock in the morning, closer to 1:30. See, someone did catch it there. I knew they would, but that's not bad. But then my alarm went off at 4 a.m. So, yeah, very short night. And on the drive in this morning, which I'm considering this day basically 2 days into one, it was so foggy that I couldn't basically see the car in front of me with the mist and the clouds and stuff like that. So it's kind of treacherous driving in for California standards. So, very interesting weather. And then, like I said, it got hot and I wouldn't say hot, but it got humid. Like it almost was the same temperature that we had in in Hawaii about 2 weeks ago. It was in the high 60s with a little bit of sprinkle here and there. And it was kind of nice watching the clouds on the way home roll through the green hills here in Southern California, which we don't get much of, especially this time of year. I mean, we're almost into April here. We're only a couple weeks away. So I like doing Saturday nights. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do next Saturday. I'm off next Saturday, but I might spend some time. Yes, SM7B there, Curtis. Trying her out. We'll see how she does. Sam likes it so far. I begged to differ on it a little bit, and dang it, I was going to fix this, and I didn't have a chance to do it. What else was I going to say here? Oh, my goodness. I lost my train of thought when I read the chat there. But going to spend some time with my dad maybe next Saturday and drive up to Point Mugu Naval Air Station, which is just south of Oxnard, California, and watch a very special event that only happened like once or twice in history so far, in military aviation. The Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds are going to perform at this very same air show. The last time that happened was actually during COVID, and the second day that they're going to, or the first day that they were going to go together, two of the pilots got sick for the Thunderbirds, I believe, so they weren't able to fly the first day, and the second day it got rained out. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. My dad has talked about that in the past, so he just texted me to remind me, what are we doing next Saturday? So I'm going to try that out. Hopefully get out there.
That'd be fun.
Oh, the Sad Ham made a. Let me put this up. I'm gonna highlight this. Oh, my swoosh was not working. There it goes. Made my own 40-meter dipole today and saw one of Greg's cousins running a net posted on Discord on HF only. Cousins? You talking about my Canadian cousins? Must run in the family, huh? Are you sure it's a processor? I don't think any other processors in my family have...
Are you sure?
I'm trying to think here, but I don't think so. What's up, Todd? Nice to see you in there. KJ7JHH. Trying out the SM7B. Curtis, what do you think of the sound? I tried out the RE320. Does not sound good with my voice. Most of the people agreed with me. The RE20, when I took it off and put the SM7B, most of the people said I sound like crap. Part of the reason is I had this microphone here dialed in to my voice 100% here. So I don't know if you guys heard that ding, but that's
yes.
Seth texting me right now.
Oh, boy.
He's even putting where his ride is at. So maybe we can track him. I was going to track him in the air, but he landed a few minutes ago. So let's see if I can pull that track up. I don't want to show something that I sent you, a picture. I showed some friends at work. You know what? I don't want to put this up. I don't know if Seth is watching because it gives out his address is already in on QRZ, so maybe that's okay, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. But it looks like he's living at JFK Airport. What the hell?
As much crap as he gives me, I'm going to give it back to him. Do it.
So he's just leaving JFK. Oh, no, wait. Actually, that's LaGuardia, isn't it?
Yeah, it's LaGuardia. He was leaving.
Oh, wow. My bad. One of the country's worst airports in the world. Well, what used to be. What's up, Colin? Long time no see. Nice to see you in there.
Oh, Colin. Awesome.
Now, Colin, are you the one? You had a Starlink, right? We're tracking Seth's progress in case anybody's wondering. Ugh. They just redid that airport, so we'll get back to that in a little bit. Sorry about that. I put his font in there. I say we do some DStar to start things out. What's up, John? Gosh, I still need to send you. You got my message on Discord. Sorry, I'm working on 3 hours of sleep here, so this might be a really messy live stream tonight.
Can't be no worse than the Ambient.
Copy that. Yeah, I got fiber here too. Holy moly, that fiber's pretty fast too. I'm really impressed by it. So as I always do when I turn it on, I haven't been on in a couple days. Going to do an update. I'm not going to be taking any Ambient tonight. I'm not going to need it. I don't take it every night.
I don't think you're going to need it either.
No. I probably as soon as I roll into my nicely clean bed from Alicia, she just washed the sheets, I'm going to be out. I'll just be making mistakes and maybe being a little rude, a little short. I was a little short with somebody at work today that I kind of feel bad.
Uh-oh.
But it's a long story.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. And I'm not going to go there.
Nah, don't go there.
So I'm doing an update real quick on my Pi-Star. Just ordered Starlink on the waiting list. I live way out in the boonies in Northwest Washington. Yes, we tried to talk on satellite, I believe, together. You heard me. I did not hear you. and you heard me on the ISS, which I don't think the cross mode repeater is on tonight because they just undocked a couple hours ago. So, are you listening to Scanner or something in the background?
Maybe.
Oh, anything good happening in the
Central Alabama?
The Mountain Dew capital of the world?
This ain't the Mountain Dew capital of the world, I'll tell you that much. But
why? Isn't it? No?
No.
What do you guys think about me changing this around? This is bugging the crap out of me right now.
What?
Because it's on camera. The
cord, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to put this other mic on while I fix this here. So you can probably, there we go. You can probably still hear me okay. A little echoey, but I don't want to blow your eardrums out with me. Whoop, whoop. Oh, this is more involved than I thought.
Just unplug the,
No, it's not plugged in. There's a lot of different moving parts on this.
I see.
Ooh. Maybe I got
mine didn't have that little wire going up to the XLR port.
So this way. Oh, I'm not going to know how to get this thing out.
I'm not going to make a comment about that.
I'm going to have to mess with this a day that I'm not live streaming. Or a time I'm not live streaming because I'm going to have to do a little maneuvering with this thing. But I read in the manual you could take this out and flip it.
Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than mine.
Yeah, this is a little bit different of a mic. Yeah, I just watched that before I got on. Let me switch microphones here. Obviously a lot different. See, I almost think that this one sounded a little bit better. Hello. That's just thinner. It has no presence. Yeah, splashdown a few minutes ago at 9:30 or 9 o'clock Eastern, I believe.
9. Yeah.
So real quick, Seth, Sam, you don't like this?
I don't like what?
This windscreen here.
I mean, if you like a big black thing stuffed in your face, go for it.
I don't know how to answer that one. Oh, come on. You can't say something like that. But, I mean, this thing's a little bit overdone. I watched Ryan Hall Y'all.
Yeah.
Are you calling me? And he had this on, and I kind of like the look of it.
I'll go for it.
Mine is fiber to the node down the street. Oh, I got you. Good old copper. I got you. So you're not full on fiber. I think I have a fiber. I have a fiber thing right in my garage. Oh boy, look at this. Look at this thing. Actually, it does muffle it just a tad.
I didn't hear much of a difference, but
I hear just a tad bit. I'm gonna play with it like this. What? Nasal pad? What are you talking about? All righty.
The bonnet for nasal passage problems. For people like Seth that talk through their nose, that thing is that.
Are you trying to say something about? I'm not going to go there.
No, I'm saying that.
Because there's a certain people that problems with.
I've got sinus problems. I'm going to an ENT next week.
There's a bunch of sick people around, and Haley's sick again.
Again?
Oh yeah, she's in germ places all the time. My max speed is around 100 megabits, which is actually pretty good for fiber node. Really? I thought the fiber would be like a gig. They just offered 2 gig service.
Huh.
It basically comes in 2 different Cat 5s and it aggregates into one of their 2-port modems. So you put the 2 Cat 5s in. Alex probably would know about that. I don't know why they need 2 Cat 5s, but maybe you get 1,000 on each, or
because one's just not enough.
one's just not. You got to get 2. Alex, do you know anything about that? And Alex could probably attest to this. You really don't need anything more than probably 250, 500 max at a house. That's even downloading, 4K videos all the time.
With as much crap as I got going here, shoot.
All right, so I'm gonna get on. Is John in there? You know what? I'm gonna go to 344. John took all this time to do this. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to connect to a server that fast. By the way, all the banks are going out of business up there in the Silicon Valley. More to come on Monday, from what I hear. What's up, Dave? Dave, are you feeling better, by the way? You sound a little out of it last time. I'm just turning on my IRCBB remote.
What is that?
It's a remote that I can use to get into my Pi-Star here, which you should be hearing.
4C.
Oh.
So I'm on 344C. Yeah, I just don't see the need for that much bandwidth. Even at work, we only have a gig service, and we send our video through it, our HD video through it, our encoders or anything, our net return through it, our internet, our telephone lines. Everybody's surfing YouTube on there. We just don't need it.
I want all the power.
Let's go, Brandon. I don't know. Some people have egos. They want the fastest. I'd rather have a faster ping time, personally.
Yeah.
I got all the bandwidth in the world. So we're on 344 Charlie. I'm gonna wait, see if anybody followed me in here. Oh, we got a couple people in there. We got John in there. We got Jim in there. Looks like we had somebody from the UK in there. You know where you can get one of those volume knobs that go to 11? You buy anything SSL, solid state logic. Theirs goes to 11. Even their USB converter goes to 11. Wow,
I just take my amp and pipe it through my PA system and then crank it to 20.
It goes to 20?
Well, I take the guitar amp, crank it all the way up, then I plug it into my PA, my console here.
That is not a fake thing. I'll show you. Go ahead,
jack it up.
Now, let's bring up this SSL USB interface, which is actually really good. Let me move this out of the way here. Goes to 11. See that there? It's like an inside joke now with audio engineers. But yeah, everything SSL has, their monitoring level, every single piece of gear they have, even on their professional stuff, goes to 11. It has been going to 11 since like 1985, I think.
Is that a DI box or what?
It's a USB interface.
Oh, okay.
It actually sounds pretty good too. SSL preamps in there, but it'd be kind of a waste because I'm using another preamp. But still very, very, very good. I don't think it was after the movie. I think they did it before the movie. And in fact, the movie could have taken a note from it. So, interesting. I don't know. I'll have to research that. I knew somebody that used to work at SSL, or maybe someone can look that up. But just a little something to, little useless information there. Unless you're into that sort of stuff. Did somebody else get in here? Oh, did a sad ham got in here? Let's see if I'm making it in here. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring reflector XLX344 Charlie. I can't say reflector. It's XLX. It's not an REF. Officially.
Hey, Greg. How's it going? K4T's in.
Good. The last, I don't know, a couple days at work have been a ball buster. But I'm actually over the hump now. As far as going into spring and summer work, which is a little bit easier, and working outside, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. I hope all is well over there with you, John. KE4TZN. This is Greg, K6EGG. And how's the audio sound with this microphone on this here server? I don't think it sounds as bright. In fact, you know what?
Hey, Greg. Yeah, everything's doing good here. I've been traveling around for work, and I'm busy myself, so I understand. Yeah, the audio sounds fine to me. No problem whatsoever. I'm not hearing any packet loss or anything tonight, so you're 100%, sir.
Copy that. I appreciate it. Giving this mic a try again tonight. I still have, what's the word I'm looking for? I still have fond thoughts of my RE20, which I might move back and forth.
Sentimental value.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was listening to the stream, and the audio on the stream sounded great, so I didn't have a problem with that, so good deal. Yeah, I'm just sitting here relaxing and watching a little bit of TV, and probably call it a night here before too long and crash and get up to do it all again tomorrow.
I feel you there, brother. Yeah, I'll chill for a little bit on here. I definitely wanted to come on tonight. I like Saturday nights. I seem to have a few more connections. Plus, this is usually I wouldn't call it amateur night, but sometimes you get some fellas that are partaking, and sometimes we hear some dead horses being beat, and some little bit of rowdy people trying to boss people around. So that's always pretty good. And also tracking Seth right now. That looks like he's got another 27 minutes or so to go, which I didn't realize he was that far away. It's a little bit of a drive, but yeah, he's up there, not too far away from Nassau County, New York. Page.
Okay.
Have you XLS multi?
Have you bought one of those ADSBs where you can put up an antenna and you can track airplanes and report it to the internet? Have you messed with any one of those?
You know, I had one of those back in my Windows days before. Actually, you know what? That's not true. It was an ACARS receiver program that I had in my Windows machine. I did not have an ADSB at this point yet, but I had an ACARS receiver that I took out of the audio out of my scanner and put it on the input of my computer input, and it decoded the messages, which is sometimes it's pretty interesting. I got a lot of planes crossing over going to Hawaii sending messages. It's like planes sending messages to each other, which was pretty cool. And they still use that. I think they use it through satellite.
Yeah, I've got a couple friends that've got ADSB receivers, and they've got them reporting to the internet, so we're pretty saturated around here. But I imagine you may have a lot of people over towards that way with them as well. But I didn't know how you're tracking them. Probably an app online, most likely, right?
Yeah, I just track it online. It's just easier. I don't have to set anything up. And I'm fortunate that I have a lot of huge airports in the area. That obviously LAX, Ontario is just 2 miles north and east of me. I hear the planes going into Santa Ana, which is down in Orange County, Long Beach, Burbank, San Diego. I also hear the planes flying over LA, going into Honolulu and stuff like that. And something very special that I like, that if depending on the time of year and when they're doing exercises, I can hear jets just out of the Pacific, just into the international waters areas sometimes. Usually when they're refueling, I can hear them. So I can also hear the F-18s going up and down the coast. They'll come out of Lemoore and go to a range that's outside of Victorville, a bunch of military range. So I can listen to a lot of stuff out here, and it's pretty interesting hearing the F-35s and F-18s.
Now, are you using 220 for that, or just regular old the low band VHF? I know there's some military on 220, and I don't know if they're still actively using it or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Using the higher part of the VHF band, I believe it technically is. Some of it's 200. Some of it's actually in 300. I got March Air Force Base. Now, here's a little kicker for you. So when the president comes out to Southern California, whether it be his plane goes to LAX or Burbank or Ontario, or that doesn't happen very often, or Santa Ana, the backup plane usually lands at March Air Force Base. And I can hear that. It usually has a SAM call, the SAM 28000 or SAM 29000. So pretty interesting with that. I've heard that a great number of times.
Yeah, that would be cool to capture and stream out to like radio reference. I don't know if you're doing any of that or not as well, but anyway, hey, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. I've done some listening, but I've got a disc going in the attic for aircraft stuff, so I don't hear as much as I probably could if I threw it outside.
I got a video I'm gonna put up on here in just a minute once I find it. It was when Air Force One popped over a couple of years ago. I think it was 2020. So give me a quick minute. I'm gonna get it, and so I can show you folks. I was tracking on Open ADSB, which tracks a lot of the military planes. So give me just a quick second. This is great. K6EGG on XLX 344 Charlie.
Yeah, so
all right, good deal. K4TZ.
Give me a second here.
N1JXX.
What did I do with this?
N1JXX, K4TZ. Good evening, sir.
Well,
good evening there, John. You got Dave over here in the northwest corner of Missouri. How's everything going?
No, I got it.
Doing pretty good, sir. Hanging there like a hair in a biscuit. That's an old one. I don't know if you've heard that one before, but yeah, everything's doing good here. Yeah, that's about as old as it can get, that's an old saying, that's for sure. N1JXX. Yeah, good deal. Greg's streaming. He's going to show a video here in a minute. I think he's digging for it, but I heard you come on and wanted to say hey real quick to you. Well, right now Greg is busy finding a video, so N1JXX. Yeah, I think he called this B footage right now, or B audio, since
Howdy there.
we're not freezing,
Give
right?
me a second. There's something else I wanted to grab too. I thought I had it. There's one more video I wanted to find, which I can't find. I might as well just show them at the same time. He brought up a very good thing here. Oh, there we go. I'll show this. All right, so.
KO4AWQ checking in.
It's Jim in there. All right, so I have to like transfer it over to my computer. That's why it took me a minute.
Yeah, hey Jim, you're getting in good. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Doing real good. Just gonna hang out for another 15 minutes or so, then I gotta go to bed. It's good to see you guys.
All right, so let me see if this other video went through.
Oh, I understand that. No worries. Good to hear you on. K4TZ in.
All right.
Real quick, I'm going to show the video right now on the stream. K6EGG.
All right, so as you see right here, let me move this over. This is Open ADSB, and this is a just a website. Basically, it's not affiliated with Live, Radar Live, or any of those. So this is my house right here, where my cursor's at. Which is just south of the 60 freeway here. This is some of the codes that the plane puts out to let it know where it's at. There's different messages, tells if it's a military aircraft. It usually says the speed and stuff. It's telling me the altitude, which is just over 11,000 feet. It's a Boeing 747-200. It's from the United States Air Force. And this, when the president isn't flying on it, it would be a SAM 28000. So as you see there, you could see the flight pattern. So what I'll do is I'll pull out here once the plane gets in the view. The only thing I spaced on was not having my scanner out, because I know exactly what frequency they would be on. I could track it all the way in. So I'll let you guys just see this. It's only about a minute long. So then you can look up, and there goes Air Force One flying right over my house there, which keep in mind, this is my iPhone here that captured this. So, can hear it too. But that definitely was, the time before that, I caught him. Whoops, sorry about the video there. Like I said, it was with an iPhone. Doesn't sound like any other plane. It does sound like any other plane, I should say. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously, you can see the little color there of the plane now that it was in focus. Not so much in focus. So let me get back to this real quick. Oh, wait a minute. You can see a little better there. Bye-bye. So let me get back to this. Okay, so then I also got this video here. Which I'll bring up here. Hold on here. So this is of my scanner. You roll this in. So I'm doing this on the fly.
Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon. Air Force One is Julie inbound for the ILS runway 24 left.
So there's Air Force One there contacting the tower. Which,
left, clear land, Air Force One.
Definitely whenever he's talking, or she, because I think I've heard a woman pilot on there, everybody stands clear. So real quick, check up on Seth, see where he's at. Looks like still looks like he made up a little time, 11:03 arrival into his home there. So
everybody be warned.
So there you go. At least you got a little idea of what I usually do. I usually listen to the scanner and sit in the backyard and have the ADSB going so I could see what's flying over there. And yes, I do like that 996XL or XT. Good scanner. I've heard some good stuff with it. I heard all kinds of good military stuff with it. It has a really good receiver. I have a disc cone antenna outside my house next to my X50A antenna.
I didn't realize I was talking the whole time on this reflector, and I wasn't
Were you
talking to
really?
anybody.
Oops.
You got no antennas outside? M1JXX.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I have an antenna outside, a disc cone antenna that's outside next to my X50A antenna. I also have it running down LMR 400 into a preamp, and then that's feeding a four-way splitter, a passive splitter.
Why a four-way passive split?
Because I got a scanner in here, I got a scanner in there, I got a scanner down there.
Okay. You're running LMR 400 for your scanner coax?
Roger that.
I did that right, didn't I? That all you got?
Is that all you got? I didn't even have enough time to zoom into your forehead.
Yes, I see my forehead. I see little hair particles.
You don't have much room to talk, Greg.
Look at this. Look at this, guy.
Oops.
I'm watching this live stream over here. Greg is really showing pictures of me, man, of my bald spot. LGXX.
Hey, having a bald spot doesn't make you a bad person there. It's all good. I got a big old 5 head too. I'm gonna have to get a clear picture of you, and just I might even have to have my own a stream. I can't put it up on the screen. Stream picture of you on here. You can probably see Seth there. I don't know if you can see there.
Barely. Speaking of Seth, no lumps.
Yeah, I barely saw that picture. Barely. It was very little and out of focus. M1JXX.
Yeah, that's why you're going to have to get me a little bit of a clearer picture there.
Looks like his arrival time has picked up another 2 minutes. He was 11:03. I don't know if he's watching, and I don't know. He might be able to jump in on something.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, that's one thing. If you got T-Mobile service, they offer free in-flight Wi-Fi on some flights.
Actually, when I went to Honolulu, Seth was nice enough to let me use his cell phone number, and I gave him a phone call. I worked him on KA, I believe, satellite, CONUS satellite, exactly halfway in between Honolulu and Los Angeles. So, depending on the airplane, some of the airplanes have really good service, and in fact, I was able to stream into my home to see if I was able to get into some of my cameras and stuff like that.
That's not bad. Yeah, when I went over to Trinidad, we lost it. We lost Wi-Fi once we went over the outside of the state. We had to turn it off. I don't know if there's some legal thing behind that or not, but that was interesting.
Yeah, it depends on the country. They control the internet over, obviously on their land and over the air, so they don't want to have, it's not licensed for that area. But I've actually made I had a conversation with my buddy Ryan. We did a FaceTime when he was traveling just south of the North Pole through the Wi-Fi on the internet. He was traveling from somewhere on the east coast of Japan, and they take the high polar route. And I think he was just under 200 miles south of the pole when he called. So I thought that was pretty cool stuff.
A lot of cold stuff up there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's just going to keep getting crazy. I've seen some of the new access points from Cisco and some of the stuff they're doing, and it's going to keep changing rapidly. I mean, it's amazing how much this stuff has advanced in the last maybe 5 or 10 years. Anyway, I'll start going on a tangent here.
Yeah, and I don't want to go too far, but I'm going to mention that NetJets, and I'm trying to think of the other, what's it called? Blah, 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 blah. Their affiliate that they have like a little mini airline. Anyways, they're putting not SpaceX, but Starlink in it. So they'll be able to, the Starlink is less delay time and faster internet. And it's supposedly they just have it on a route between Burbank and Austin right now. And people are pretty much raving about it.
Yeah, I thought we were doing.
Colin, there goes the website there.
I lost you there, John. You want to try that again?
Yeah, there goes the website, Open ADSB Exchange.
I like that one.
Oh yeah, and I thought we were doing good when we put cell phone service in tunnels.
Yeah, I told my dad like 2 or 3 years ago that I was making phone calls from the airplane on my cell phone, over the Pacific Ocean. He thought I was full of it, and here we go. We're doing it.
They also have a iPhone app for Open ADSB.
I was actually one of the beta testers for that, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
One of the 10.
Well, it sucks.
Yeah.
I hate the app.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I like it.
I actually got it for free for life because of it. Yeah. They have merch? I didn't know that. By the way,
I guess everybody's mic shot tonight.
It sounds like it. By the way, I got this shirt I'm wearing today. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Eat beef. The West wasn't won on salads.
I had to do something.
Yeah, there's a reason why Texas is known for its beef.
I love beef. I love steak. I had a steak the other night, carne asada steak at the Mexican food on Tuesday, and I'm still hungry for it. I'd love to have another one, but I'm going to try not to eat so I don't have an indigestion before I try to sleep 10 hours here in a little while, in an hour or so.
Don't forget you like horse meat.
Ugh. It's nasty.
Yeah, full stomach and bedtime will give you some good nightmares.
Yeah, he's right. By the way, I don't know if anybody has newer Teslas. I figured out what I didn't figure out. Somebody else figured out. This guy I watch on YouTube, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of YouTube. YouTube defaults to on your Tesla, and you can only watch it when you're parked. It defaults to 360p, and the newer ones you couldn't get. There's no way to change it. You sit there and click, and somebody found a hack. You press the button twice that says 360p, and then you move one of the knobs on your yoke, and it changes the quality for it.
Yeah, it's just like those DVD players that you can put inside your car. when they install them, it has a ground. So like, you can only watch the DVD if the parking brake's engaged. So the hack is just don't do it there. If you install it yourself, put it through a screw and screw it in the middle, and you can watch it while you're driving.
Yeah, I had something similar. I had a TV tuner in one of my Civics. I had two Civics when I was in my teens and early 20s. And the guy that installed it, or the company that installed it, he's like, hey, come here. You cut this wire, and you attach that wire to this wire, and it makes it so you can drive.
Right.
Here goes $20.
Yeah.
You know, there is a couple different hacks to do it. I gotta tell you, I like driving the car. The only time I do the self-driving is when I'm in traffic sometimes, because I don't have the full self-driving. I just have the autopilot. Mm-hmm. I like driving cars. So I think it's a little dangerous. I don't want to depend on it. And I don't know. I know I watched some videos where guys put oranges and lemons in the steering wheel column, and it fakes the weight of somebody's hand. But
do what?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I like to drive safe is the best way I can describe it. So I don't want to. I don't want to risk anything, because I mean you could die. I've known people that died in auto accidents, so I don't think it's really worth it in my eyes. Because I'll just look away and then boom, I'm gonna hit something. Yeah, you don't need it, dude. I like to drive. If I want to have somebody drive, I'll get an Uber or a Lyft like Seth is doing, where we're tracking him. You like that segue? All right. So I'm going to try another reflector real quick, and I got to figure it out here again. Chief. Yes, I said it right. Chief W4RFJ. I mentioned his reflector, and I would like to talk to him on it.
How'd you find out about it?
I was he called out for a radio check real quick. He was trying something on his Pi-Star, and let's see if he's on the reflector first. And he told me about it, and I guess these guys know how to. Oh, he is in here. Perfect. Nobody's talked for a while. Oh, somebody was talking recently. All right, so I'll go over here. Let's see if I have it in here. I probably don't. XLX73F. I know that sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
You're like going, uh-huh. So let's find out if Mr. Chief is there. I hope they're not having a net or something on here. It doesn't look like anybody's talked here in a few minutes.
Link to XLX0.
I'm already in the doesn't look like too many people has talked in here since the last time I've talked, so I'll give it a try, see if he's awake.
W4RFJ. This is Greg, K6EGG. You listening to the reflector tonight?
It's a little after 11 there. I think Seth just arrived. Yeah, Seth has arrived at his house, so maybe he'll be joining us here in the next 20 minutes. He just flew across the country, so he's probably a little bit tired. I don't blame him. Lost 3 hours, and he's going to lose another hour tonight. So he's going to lose 4 hours in a matter of a day.
Poor fella.
Yep.
I'm going to try one more time. W4RFJ. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California on my Icom 9700.
Nothing. Totally bums me out. All right, I tried. I'm going to add this to a bookmark so I don't have to look for it every time. Once again, I'm sorry I'm a little winded today. All right. Let's go old school. Chief.
Link to REF030 Charlie.
I really wish I had tomorrow off, so I could just sleep in and go in the sauna and go back to sleep after. No, I was talking about the 073F.
K6EGG from
No problem.
JXX.
N1JXX. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 30 Charlie, and also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile.
By the way, I just looked on my QRZ profile. I didn't realize I had 14,000 people hit it. Wow. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that is scary, ain't it? Hey, look on Discord. You see another picture of me. That one JXX.
Copy that. I'll take a look here. I'll be right back. This is Greg, K6EGG on 30 Charlie.
As I'm eating the microphone. Let's take a look here. Oh, he sent me a private message. Oh, I can't zoom into that one. Copy link. Let's do this. At least it's clear.
Yeah.
This is Kilo Charlie 6, Lima Delta November in San Diego.
Is that Brian? It is.
Hey there, Brian. Last time we talked, it was a little interesting. KC6LDN. This is Greg, K6EGG.
What's up, KC3RPU? Jim, you take care. 73s tonight.
Good evening, Greg.
73.
I'm hoping that the little girls have been put to bed and you get a chance to play radio. This is Brian.
Yeah, I think Haley will be in bed shortly. It sounds like she's sick again, so I'm going to try to keep my distance because I've been on a little bit of a run. I worked, I think, 4 days, but I think I worked almost 60 hours in those 4 days. So, yeah, did you get things worked out with your deal last time we talked? I think.
Affirmative. Everything is working hot, straight, and narrow, and I'm very happy with the results.
Copy that, and I hope I wasn't purposely trying to call you out or embarrass you. I know sometimes that stuff slips. I know I've slipped past my my DMV or my not my DMV registration, but my driver's license renewal. So I definitely know how it goes.
Interesting enough, within 4 or 5 hours after we had the conversation, I had already completed the re-registration process, and I got a confirmation from the FCC about a week later.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear, and I hope you're staying dry down there. I know it's been quite wet the last couple days up here, a little bit north of you by about 100 or so miles. In fact, it rained pretty much all day this afternoon up until about 5 p.m. And like super heavy mist this morning with fog on the drive into work about 4:30 or so this morning.
And that's why they call it the Pineapple Express.
And yes, you're right. And it's kind of funny how it got very tropical really fast. I mean, it was like just about 70 in rain when a couple days ago. I don't even think we've hit 70 for a couple weeks, at least up in my area. I think we got in the high 60s, but it was very weird. The walls were dripping inside of my work today. It was very strange.
Affirmative. Yes, it was interesting here too. A lot of heavy mist, a lot of low Thule fog in the valleys. Yeah, and it was similar to that. We didn't get the same amount of rain. My son lives up in Thousand Oaks, and they got pummeled today.
Yeah, and I just was looking on the weather. I'm going to probably pull it up here on my screen here. It looks like Tuesday we're going to get another mean one coming in, at least in our area. It's supposed to get, I think I saw 1.5 inches, but I'm going to double check right now. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get about 1.5 inches on Tuesday, another almost 0.5 inch on Wednesday as well. So this next one's going to be a little bit bigger for us, a little further south.
Baba Booey.
Oh boy. I will check that out.
I would just hope that we're able to retain some of this water in our reservoirs some way, shape, or form, so we can get out of this drought condition that we've had facing us for the past 3 or 4 years.
You sound different.
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, I don't know, some climate scientists, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not going to act like I'm one, but they're saying even though the drought monitor says we're out of the drought, they said we need to get like 4 or 5 more years of this kind of a rain to get out of the drought permanently. But in my eyes, nothing's really permanent. You know what I mean? Weather's always changing.
Correct. Weather is always changing, and I was very critical about some of the math that they were using about 5-6 years ago, and I decided I was going to go try to find some of the raw data and crunch my own numbers, and I believe in the theory, liars can figure and figures can lie, and it depends upon your perspective and what you're trying that you have to convince others. Do I think we need to conserve on water? Yes. Do I think we need to be smart about what we receive from the sky? Yes. Do I think we need to invest in a future reservoir and figure out how to be smart with our resources? Yes. So that's my opinion. KC6LDN. That doesn't mean we go jump into the environmental pit of, oh my gosh, the sky is falling.
I agree with you 100% on that. I mean, I even take my my water from my drip out of my AC, and I feed it my potted plants. It's just a couple gallons a day, but still, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But it's there. It's free. So it's just something I do. It's not a big deal. It doesn't make really that much big of a difference. But as far as crunching numbers, don't want to get too far involved with it. I think the last 2.5, 3 years, I think there was definitely some manipulation on statistics in some fashion. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh yes, I absolutely agree. And I went back about the time, about 200 years, 205 years, I think, something like that. And I started looking at the way the data was collected. I looked at the numbers that were written down, and it's freely available. And by the way, not at necessarily on the internet, but you can go to universities. I just happened to go to Stanford website, and I started collecting the information from there. And then I bounced it off of my alma mater at Purdue, and it was very similar in some respects. So I felt pretty good about it in terms of the amount of rainfall, the amount of heat, population. Started looking at the various zone levels and what it would do, and I tried to duplicate some of the calculations that were proposed and some of the results, and I had difficulty doing it. I did come close on a couple of the highs, but on the lows, never. And I'm a pretty decent engineer. You know, I can count, I can look at statistics, I understand the numbers that I'm looking at. So, yeah, I think there was some magic that was done. KC6LDN.
There was some magic done with COVID, too, but I'm going to save that for another conversation. That's for sure. Sorry.
I probably just
That's okay. That doesn't offend me one way or the other. I understand it. I did get COVID. I did test positive once, and I had it, and I wasn't down for the count by any stretch of the imagination. I took care of myself. I had a temperature. My grandkids had them. Two of us six had them. My wife had it.
What's up, Zach?
Yeah, I understand that you can do it, but you know, if you don't have a bad immune system going in, your chances of recovery are better than
that's with everything.
98%.
Definitely feel you on that, there, buddy. But good to hear you here on 30 Charlie here tonight. I'm a little bit out of it. Only got a couple hours of sleep last night. I've been kind of burning on both ends this week. I had a 15-hour day, followed by a 12-hour day, a day off, then another 12-hour day, then another 12-hour day, and some of that working in the weather. So I'm starting to lose it here just a tad. But I'm going to take a standby real quick here on 30 Charlie. Nice to hear you in there, Brian. KC6LDN. And I'm glad you got everything worked out from the last time we talked. I haven't bothered to look since I last talked to you, but good to hear you in here. And nice to talk to a local here in Southern California as well.
So, Seth, are you in there?
Have a good one. I'll say 7-3 and stand by. Kilo Charlie 6, Lima Delta November. 7-3, have a good one and get some rest when you can.
Seth, did he already disappear? Oh, he gone. Oh,
K6EGG from VE6 here, Quebec Uniform.
That was very quick.
GG.
I hear Jordan in there first. Go ahead, VE6SQU. This is Greg, K6EGG, down in Southern California, United States.
Good evening, Greg. You know, I just heard you there chatting, so I thought I'd say hello. Last time we talked, you were on your way to Hawaii, I think it was. How was your holiday?
It was pretty good. I must admit I was a little bit under the weather. My 5-year-old daughter caught a little bit of a stomach bug and passed it around to all of us while we're over there. So I couldn't get to eat the way I wanted to, but I definitely got some rest. Got some sleep, which I definitely needed because I haven't been doing that much lately this week. But good to hear you in here. And you getting any spring up there yet in Canada? I know you guys don't get the warmer temperatures to around April, but I heard some of the eastern part of the country is a little bit warmer already this year.
Well, I'm sorry, but when you said that you had to work out in the weather this week and you were kind of tired, unfortunately, I couldn't say I feel sorry for you. So we've been, we're in Celsius, like I said. We've been hovering in the minus 20, 25, 26, depending on winds and stuff. And, of course, I'm a heavy-duty mechanic, so guess what I was doing all week? Working in this lovely weather. So there's lots of time to work for a couple of hours or so, then have to go warm up for 5 or 10 minutes, and then jump back out in it. So, wears you out pretty quick.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I've worked in cold temperatures. I don't think it was that cold. Maybe I think it was like 10 degrees with wind got it down to like minus 10. And I couldn't. After about 5 or 10 minutes, maybe a half hour, I was definitely feeling like it felt like my body was like gonna like shut off almost. Just because it's so cold, like it was like overtaking me, and my face felt like 1,000 needles were getting thrown at it. So I feel for you, definitely working out in the elements. And I'm the first one to admit I'm a wuss when it comes to bad weather. I'm Southern California born and raised, so I'm used to 70-degree weather. So if it's anything below 30 or below 40 for that matter, I'm whining, especially with the rain too.
Oh yeah, no, I hear you.
Well, there you go.
I'm fairly honest though, but
nice to see you in here, man.
It's minus 25, 26 out. I wear a pair of coveralls and a sweater underneath my coveralls, and that's about it. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of used to the cold weather and like it.
My dad, growing up in Scarborough, Canada, or just outside East Toronto, I guess would be. He never absolutely liked it. He never got used to it. And the second he turned 18, he moved out of there and moved down to Southern California. So I don't know, man. I can't deal with the cold. I want nothing to do with cold. I don't want to ski. I don't want to snowboard. I don't want to look at snow in person. I don't want to feel it. I want nothing to do with it. I worked on the East Coast for 15 years out in the winter. Up in Boston and New York and Cleveland and stuff like that. And I don't know what to say other than it's pretty uncomfortable. And I'd rather be comfortable if I have a choice. So my ideal fun would not be playing in the snow, but I know people love it. So it's all good there, buddy.
And nice to see you in there, by the way. I hope you're staying warm in Vegas.
We have a little bit of a disturber there. Yeah, no, we're actually doing a little bit better today. We're minus 14 degrees Celsius. I think that's what, about 24, 22, I think, in Fahrenheit. Don't quote me on that one. So, yeah, I know it's a little bit nicer. And next week we're supposed to be in the positives, so plus 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. So we're heading there. Maybe spring will be around the corner soon. We've gotten a fair amount of snow in the last 3 or 4 weeks here. We've probably gotten about 2.5 feet of snow, so we're too ready for winter to be over now.
Yep, I feel you. We got Colin watching my live stream from Australia. He has never seen snow in person. So how about that? I know there's only one state that doesn't get snow. Can you guess what state that doesn't get snow in the United States?
Everyone says Hawaii.
Okay, my guess is going to be Florida. The only one I can think of. Even New Orleans. Oh, that's the Louisiana. Ooh, that's hard. I know it's over on that eastern side.
Of course I did.
Am I close?
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. You got it, man. Yeah, it is Florida. Hawaii actually has some of the hardest snowfall on the West Coast or in the western United States. A lot of people say Hawaii, but the Big Island, one of their, I forget, Mauna Kea, something like that. One of their observation stations they have for telescopes is well over 11,000 feet, and they get snow regularly in the winter, and sometimes very hard, like they have been over the last 2 months. So yeah, you got that one right, man.
Oh, pretty good. Hey, I know myself.
Copy that.
Yeah, I know. I can't say it was California because I heard some of that Northern California got walled pretty hard there last month, or maybe it was this month, right at the beginning there. So I knew that was out of the thing, and you guys got some pretty high mountain ranges that get snow. Yeah, and I kind of figured why you do, because it gets snow too, because they've got all those volcanoes and stuff like that, and some of them go quite a bit above sea level, so that would make sense.
Yep, absolutely. In fact, I think I'm going to get out of here. I do want to make one other contact, but it's good to hear you in here. All the way up from Canada, VE6, SQU. I'm trying to memorize this, although I have the dashboard right in front of me, but I was too lazy to look because I haven't been sleeping. Jordan, you take care. This is Greg, K6EGG. Sorry to cut it short.
Hey, not a problem. Totally get it. You have yourself a good night, and we'll may catch you again next weekend or so. 73, some VE6 here, Quebec uniform in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
You want to shoot real quick there, Adam? I'm turning into a gummy bear here. I'm starting to fall apart. So just
This is KV8UFI calling CQ from Ada, Michigan. Kilo Bravo 8 Uniform Foxtrot, India.
so me and my wife.
Sean calling CQ from Ada, Michigan.
CQ on 30 Charlie. Me and my wife are arguing about how to set the clocks.
UFI,
Fall,
VE6
back,
Quebec
spring
uniform.
forward, right? Thought I heard my voice there for a second on there.
This is your Romeo Papa uniform, reflector 30 Charlie, in and out.
Me and my wife are arguing still about. She's like, I forgot we're still in fall. We're not.
UFI from VE6 here,
Hold on a
Quebec
second.
uniform.
Go ahead, sir. The name is Sean. KV8UFI
he's
from
loud.
Ada, Michigan. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Sean. How are you today?
I am absolutely
Does feel like fall
fantastic,
here.
and just got out of work about 4 hours ago, and I've been playing radio ever since.
All
right, Dave, you take care. I hope you're feeling better, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. I'm using the Icom 9700. How does it sound tonight?
And real quick, anybody new coming across tonight,
too
don't
bad
forget
at
to
all.
like and subscribe.
Yeah, you're
Sorry, I'm
coming in
a
pretty good, I think.
little bit less energetic tonight because I am.
Ollie is,
I may not
happy.
look
I'm not
like
gonna
it.
complain
I
there,
might
that's
look
for sure.
like it, but I'm feeling pretty tired right now. In fact, I'm about ready to
Yeah,
hop in the
okay,
shower and go to
sounds
bed
good.
because
I really appreciate that.
technically it's 9:30 my time. As soon as I fall asleep.
On 30 Charlie for a couple of minutes, make a contact, and probably.
All right, I'm going to end it here there with at least the radio part of it. So, hey guys, so thanks for hanging out with me. I know I told you I was going to fight it with being tired. I'm starting to hit a wall right now. I can use some rest. I need to catch up. I got another 10-hour day tomorrow. It should be really easy, though. I love working that event. But I'm sorry I'm fidgety with a microphone, too. It's just weird having this thing in front of me with this different look to it. But my plan right now is I'm going to be on Monday. I'm actually going to take off there, man. I am like falling apart right now as we speak. Ooh, that was loud in my ear. My plan right now is to be on Monday afternoon and night for sure. I might be on Tuesday or in the afternoon and at night. That's the plan for now for next week. And I might be on next Saturday night. Things get a little dicey as far as having nights off the next couple weeks. I'm just looking at my schedule here. I know the 19th through the 19th through 4th of April. I don't have any nights off. Actually, that's not true. I have the 2nd. So the 19th through the 2nd off. I don't have any nights off. So I'm going to try to do actually, I got to delete that. That's not true. I might have the 28th off. I might try to do a couple work live streams, or I'm back at Dodger Stadium. So I might try to do some 146.520, some VHF call from the hilltop up there at Dodger Stadium, just north of downtown Los Angeles. Big metropolitan area, obviously. A couple million people in there. I am not. And I worked them for 20. I think I worked like 22 of those. That's usually a very long day. It's usually 6 a.m. to like 2 a.m., which I'm kind of happy I'm not working it, but going to miss out on all the cash. But all good. And working out in the rain. I know it's not that bad. So as for now, I'm going to definitely be on Monday. Oh, that's weird. Do you have the notification symbol on there? So there might be a couple mornings that I might pop on. I don't know why they did that. That I might try to get on as far as getting later in the month, or maybe even like on the 25th, doing a morning stream because I don't have to be at work till later, almost 2 o'clock. So we'll see. But right now, for sure on the 13th, which is Monday, during the day once again, or at night, which I prefer to do both. Yeah, man, I'm in a grind right now. That's why I got that look on my face. I'm sure there is. I'm sure you can find it. So, yeah, next Saturday I'm off as of now, and I might go to the air show with my father, which would probably get me home pretty much the same time I did today. But I want to spend some time with him. I think that'll be fun. Once again, the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds. I'm more of a Blue Angels guy. I think they fly a little tighter. I don't know if you guys watch the some of their maneuvers there, but I've driven all the way out to El Centro, which is their, I believe it's their like rehearsal area or something like that. It's out at Point Mugu Naval Air Station, just south of Oxnard. About a 2.5 hour drive, so it's a lot easier than getting to El Centro, where they practice and do rehearsals for their up and coming year when they get all the new guys together. But definitely think the fellows in the Blue Jets, the Blue Angels, not too far away from me actually. Fly a lot tighter. I think they fly some of their maneuvers. They're in close to 18 inches and going well over 200 miles an hour. And I think some of the maneuvers get below just below Mach 1. So I'd like to check that out. I've been to that show, lunch in Santa Barbara. I won't be going all the way up to Santa Barbara. That's a long haul. That's north. I believe the Santa Barbara is north of there, north of Oxnard. So it's just outside of Ventura County. Actually, I think it is in Ventura County now that I think about it. So about a 2-hour drive. I think I saw about 104 miles. Not too much further. Well, I'll be going to my test site. I don't know if I have the electrical range to go there and back all the way up to Santa Barbara. I have to map that out since I'll be going about 80, 85, 90, 100 maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to incriminate myself on here. You guys all take care, and I'm looking forward to you on Monday afternoon or Monday night here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. I got to make sure I hit the right button here, and here we go.